or the wreck.
Bonus points for getting the whole squad on the same page. It really gives your team that extra sense of unity before the ball gets checked.
Oh yeah, looking good out there.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Morant. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at center.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And here we go. The East with a fast break. Jumps up and finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Here's MP after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Clock at 6. Halliburton inside the three-point line. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Now, here's Banchero. MP deciding where to go with it. Back to Halliburton. And Davis sends it back.
You don't know exactly where Davis is. He's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Here's Morant. That drops nice speed that time from Wembanyama.
Yeah, that kind of D, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
Now, here's MP. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. On the wing, MP. Gilgeous Alexander covering. MP dishes to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 2.
And it's Wembanyama's size that makes him a potent defensive presence.
And another miss by the East. Holmgren. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now here's Giannis. Scoreless thus far.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gilgeous Alexander passes to Holmgren. Good on the bucket.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Now here's Davis. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Holmgren the pass to Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside for Halliburton. Back to MP. With the drive. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. The West All-Stars with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And it's Morant missing. The East trail by 6. Halliburton passes to Banchero. He dishes it to MP. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
MP.
Trying to get open is Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Gilgeous Alexander hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Kicks it out to Bancaro. They grab their own miss. The West leading by 6. The feed to Davis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Now, here's MP. He has yet to score. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Abdias checked in for Wembanyama. And the pass by MP.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and leaves it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now, here's MP. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Tipped away. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the West. Leading by 5. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Let's give a big round of applause for your dance team.
And the East with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Embiid, and it's Pascal Siakam in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Şengün's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Anthony Davis. Booker, he's checked in for Morant, and Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Booker, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. The West again cannot hit. The East trail by 5. Here's MP. Siakam kicks to MP. Bancaro outside. It's rebounded by the West.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Curry on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
MP passes to Bancaro. Back to MP. Good ball movement here by the East.
And Bancaro doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Star.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage.
And here's Booker. Nothing on the board. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
East All-Stars ball.
And here's the East. Trailing by 2. MP kicks to Ivy. Back to MP. Bancaro outside. Back to MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
And they're bringing you up close and personal from the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bankero against Avdia. A nice shot by Booker.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
MV kicks to Ivy. The East All-Stars check on two more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the West hit again from deep.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
MP against Curry. MP outside to the inside. Here's Siakam, and he lays it straight in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow. It's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Avdia following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Over Bankero. Avdia can't hit. On the wing, MV. Guarded by Kirk. Takes it out to Siakam. West All-Stars with the rebound. Pass to Avdia. Curry outside. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 6.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. There's the triple. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shingu. And some chick. Completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Shengu. Anthony Davis comes in for Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Avdia. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Devin Booker.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
You've got MV. Embiid is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Halliburton in at the 3 side. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Now, here's MP. 5 points in the game. Outside Garland. Inside Embiid. Count that one. Embiid's got his first bucket in this one.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Curry. Holmgren dishes to Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Outside Garland. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Garland's got his second basket of the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous Alexander. And there's the pass to Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rejection by Embiid.
And Embiid still gets the shot in the air. Other guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
These All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the West All-Stars. Over MP. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Curry's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Curry against MP. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever. Covers a ton of ground.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by Davis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Davis. 14 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Anthony Davis.
MP dishes to Garland. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Kicks to Curry. From deep three-point land. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
MP passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to MP. Halliburton for 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Holmgren. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 5 assists in the game.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Now, here's Garland. 5 points in the game. MP against Curry. Here's MP. West All-Stars with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
MP kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Embiid. The dish to MP. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Easy money for Wembanyama.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Adebayo is checked in for the East. Trae Young comes in for Halliburton. Young dishes to MP. Shot clock at 6. Embiid inside. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the West All-Stars with possession. They picked up 11 straight. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. The 4th team foul.
On its way from Curry for 2. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the West All-Stars. Young passes to MP. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Garland kicks to MP. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Well, needed scorer, and he stops a 13-0 run by the West All-Stars.
Curry passes to Davis. Some nice passing here by the West. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Over MP. East grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Here's Holmgren. Blows the dunk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. The West leading by 7. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Young against Curry. Shot from free throw range. Young, good.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Outside, Davis. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Young with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
On the wing, MP. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. MP dishes to Young. MP trying to break loose. Young's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. West All-Stars out in front as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. And Wembanyama's out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point guard position. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
The East trail by 4. Now, here is Halliburton. MP kicks to Halliburton. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Look at the big fella working on that. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Over to the left wing. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Wembanyama outside. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. Davis, one of the very few.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Anthony Davis. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Halliburton. Here's Morant. And the rebound. Kitchen by MP. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Wembanyama up top. He's covered by Banchero. 6 to shoot. Davis, the pass to Morant. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 8th assist in the game.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny. Like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. To the left wing. Morant against MP. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for the West All-Stars. MP left side. MP right on the rim.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for the West. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Porzingis is checked in for Joel Embiid. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Holmgren. Avdia comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Devin Booker in for Gilgeous Alexander. Now, here's MP. He's got 15. Knocked away. Avdia with it. Picked up by Banchero. Avdia against Banchero. Here's Davis. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
Morant. Against MP. To the paint. Here's Morant. 13 points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
No good on the free throw. Teams changing it up here. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Halliburton kicks to MP. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the West All-Stars holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. And it's time to... bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
We've got Joel Embiid, Antetokounmpo out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Halliburton. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Now here's Curry following the miss by MP. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Count it good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's MP. Back to Banchero. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat.
And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP outside. To the middle. Here's Banchero. The West grabs the miss. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. MP with it. He's picked up by Gil. Alexander. MP outside. The offensive rebound. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Some changes here for the East. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Halliburton. And MP subbed in for Garland. Then for the West All-Stars, Josh Giddey's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Devin Booker comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Fox in for Victor Wembanyama. Now, here's MP. 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Embiid. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The East making a switch. Halliburton's checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Davis comes in for Devin Booker. And Victor Wembanyama has subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And finished off by Morant.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Morant. Against MP. Poke loose. Halliburton outside. Shoots from 14. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP. He's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Now the feed to Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
MP inside. Guarded by Morant. MP passes to Banchero. Count the basket. Banchero's got 21.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Banchero against Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the West leads by 17. MP against Morant. Kicks it out to Banchero. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And look at the big fella getting out and leading the break.
Yeah, doing some work in the open court. That's certainly a different aspect to his game, one that we haven't seen much of.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Now, here's Halliburton. And a wide open look for MP. Great look, but off the mark. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren with it. Halliburton picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Gilgeous-Alexander.
Problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so